What's up guys, Mitchell Watts with Town & Country TV, and today I'm so excited to show you this particular SuperDuty. So Ford Motor Company traveled all the way to our dealership in Alabama just to train us on the new 2020 SuperDuty. And this is not just like some normal SuperDuty. They brought us the F450 Limited model. Now keep in mind that if you opt this thing all the way out, you're going to be looking at a $100,000 truck. Now keep in mind, I'm rounding up by about 1,100 bucks here, but we're here to show you what you get for a $100,000 truck. So after this video's over, let me know down in the comments and let me know if you think this particular truck is worth the money. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that the 2020 SuperDuty comes with a mid-cycle refresh. Now what that basically means is that they kind of refresh the front, refresh the rear, that kind of thing. And from a distance, that's kind of what it looks like, a new grille and a revised tailgate. But the SuperDuty did get those upgrades, but you also picked up some very important technology updates. One of those is going to be the new engine and transmission that I'm going to cover later on in this video itself. For the first time ever in a SuperDuty, Ford Motor Company has given us the Pro Trailer Backup Assist. Now this is a feature that allows you or your trailer impaired spouse to back up a trailer with a simple twist of a knob. Now here what happens is the truck will automatically spin the steering wheel in the proper direction, so that way anybody can back up a trailer just like a pro. Now keep in mind, this is the same feature that was debuted in the 2016 F-150, and honestly I never thought I would actually see it in a SuperDuty, and that's because the F-150 has the electronic power assisted steering. Ford calls it ePass for short. That ePass system allows the F-150 to spin that steering wheel automatically. Now the SuperDuty doesn't have electronic power assisted steering. It still has the old school hydraulic pump because of the higher demands that the SuperDuty needs. So what Ford has done is they've added a supplemental electric unit just for that specific feature, so that way the steering wheel can keep spinning. Now the best part about the Pro Trailer Backup Assist on the SuperDuty is that it now works with the gooseneck trailer in addition to the conventional trailer towing, which is a really cool feature there in itself. Now the reason that even works is because of the camera that's going to be located in the chimsel, the center high stop mount lamp, basically the third brake light. It's fancy talk. Now I know that I just said that the SuperDuty uses more of a traditional hydraulic steering setup, but you may not know that Ford has carried over a feature from last year called adaptive steering. Now this system, when you're in a parking lot or just trying to maneuver in any kind of tight spaces, the truck can actually turn the tires further than you turn the steering wheel. So if you turn the steering wheel this far, the tires actually turn this far. It's about a 1 to a 1/3 to a 1 ratio. I hope that made sense, but it's a 1 1/3 to 1 ratio as far as how far the steering wheel. Now when you get on the interstate, guess what? That system tightens up, so that way you're not going to be swerving every single time you touch the steering wheel. So it's a really cool feature that Ford's incorporated in the SuperDuty. Continuing on with the exterior looks of the vehicle, you'll notice that the tow hooks actually stick out further than the previous generation SuperDuty. Now there's a couple of things about that. I guess Ford's actually intending you using these tow hooks. I don't know what you mean by that, but the actual reason behind those tow hooks, they actually stick out further than the bumper. So if you pull up to a concrete wall, you're gonna hit the tow hooks instead of the bumper. So it actually is some pretty decent little engineering behind that, and just a small little attention to detail I would not have thought about. On the 2020 SuperDuty, you still have the option for the power deployable running boards, depending on the trim level that you choose, keep in mind. And another fun fact is that the exterior of the F450, there are smaller antenna pods on the roof of the vehicle, and that's kind of a bummer because Ford has really been moving towards this shark fin style on the roof of the vehicle, but I guess Ford Motor Company wasn't able to fit all of the antennae inside that shark fin, so now you've got two different pods up top. Wrapping up the exterior looks of the vehicle, the grille we mentioned earlier has been revised to drastically increase the airflow into this brand new 6.7 liter diesel. Now, keep in mind the first time we saw this 6.7 was back in 2011, and now that we're on the third iteration, we're looking at 1,050 pound-feet of torque and 475 horsepower, which is huge. Now, here's the cool part. There's no normal diesel and a high output version of the diesel, similar to how Ram does it. Now, and speaking of Ram, the new SuperDuty has a huge number of best-in-class ratings in just about every category that counts, and so I'm going to put those on the screen so you can actually see what I'm talking about there. Before we move on from the engines themselves, let's talk about the gas burner options. The carryover 6.2 V8 gas burner is still available as the base model engine on the SuperDuty. Now, Ford has also debuted their brand new 7.3 liter gas burner that has a whole lot of best-in-class ratings that we just talked about, with 430 horsepower and 475 pound-feet of torque. All new for 2020, the SuperDuty has a 10-speed automatic transmission. If you're going to actually use your truck, this is a huge deal because it has a much wider gear range than the outgoing 6-speed tranny. Now the starting gears that you're going to have are going to be much lower, but you'll also happen to have 3 overdrive gears. This is going to get you the best towing and the best fuel economy all at the exact same time. Now this diesel and the new transmission allow the SuperDuty to have another best-in-class towing of 37,000 pounds when pulling with the gooseneck. Or if you're a conventional kind of a guy, you can actually tow up to 24,200 pounds. Now keep in mind, if you're looking for a dealership that actually knows what they're doing, make sure to reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you order your vehicle. We've got the phone number listed right there on the screen. We'd love to help you anytime with your new order. Now, if you have any questions about this particular truck that we did not cover in this very quick video, make sure to leave those down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching this video and have a great day.